In this video, I'm going to highlight some of the most popular technologies of 2024 for teachers. Nearly all of them have got AI in them. I'm going to focus on the three most popular. I have something like 80,000 views on my YouTube channel every month, plus my website as well. And I'm going to highlight the most popular technologies. And I'm also going to give you a bonus one because a recent technology that I highlighted is proving really popular. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it, and of course join me on my YouTube channel. Let's get started. The first technology I'm looking at is called Magic School. This has an incredible number of tools that are really there to help you with all the different things you might need to do as a teacher, and it really does take a long time to work through this set of tools. They're all very easy to use, and I must admit proven very popular, particularly with the people on my Patreon site who describe this as a teacher's dream. I haven't got time to show you all the technologies. I'm just going to give you one, but I'll also share a video with you if you want to learn more. I've saved a few into my favorites, which you can do. I love the rubrics generator. It will generate the rubric for you. Just set the outline of the assessment and the question that you want to set, and it will do it all for you. The writing feedback one is super impressive, and I've even used it to help me improve my own writing, for example, on many things on my website. It's been very useful. And I love the YouTube questions generator. It will generate comprehension questions, true or false questions from a YouTube video. Now, if you're interested in those three, watch the video that's on the screen now, because I take you through all of those, but I'm just going to quickly show you one other technology that I particularly like on this site. There are so many tools that I've played around with that I kind of really like. I like this text rewriter. So this can be really useful if you want to either improve a piece of text or you want to adapt a piece of text to a different level of formality, etc. I'm going to paste in a text here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out my requirements for this text, and I'm going to say I want this to be more formal and academic sounding. Okay, so I'm actually going to raise the level. Can you include a wider range of vocabulary? Now, you can do the opposite. You can make the text easier as well, or you can change the text into something less formal. But I'm actually going to get it to try to rewrite something that I've already written, and it will do that for me. In fact, I've been using this as a way of kind of adapting some of the things that I've been doing on my website as well. Really, really interesting technology. I'm going to click back and just really highlight to you that this is a fabulous technology, well worth looking at. And super interestingly, I'm actually using the free tool, though I must admit I am planning on paying for this because I think it's worth it. I often get the chance to get involved in the development of educational software, and this technology for me is absolutely outstanding. It's probably one of the best technologies that I've ever come across, and I think it's a benchmark for many other organizations. What it does is it creates interactive activities that you can do with your students, either for homework or in the class. The great thing about it is just how many activities there are. There really are a lot, and it would cover loads of different areas of the curriculum, including maths, history, geography, languages, etc. There really is a complete set of activities here, but it's also the ease with which these technologies work and the ease with which you can actually share these games and activities with your students. Now, I've made many videos about this technology, and I've got a complete training video which I'm going to put on the screen now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick out a couple very quickly and show you why this technology is just so good. I'm going to go for a very visually based activity, so I'm going to choose this one here because I love the way it works, and label a diagram. So I'm going to search first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my students to label a computer. So this could be in a kind of low-level technology class, or it could be vocabulary learning. I'll use this image here, so I'm just going to click on that image, and all I need to do now is to start labeling that image. So I'm going to choose number one. Let's say I'm going to do keyboard. Number two, I'm going to do mouse. Number three, I'm going to do cable. Number 4, so I'm going to add another one. I'm going to do, let's do stand, and then I guess we better do computer. So we'll do computer can be number 5, and we'll just do one more and we'll make that the screen. So we've done 6 words. Now interestingly, you can also generate the audio by clicking here, and this is kind of one of the AI technologies that they've introduced. This works in lots of languages. Obviously we're doing this in English, so we're going to choose English, and then we just click on generate. And it does generate the audio for that as well. And you could obviously go through and do it for the rest of them. Now, the only other thing that you need to do is to label the image. So screen will be here, and it's the pointer that you want to make sure that the pointer is pointing right at the image that you want. So next one would be computer, so I'll put that there. Number 4 would be the stand, so that's going to be there. And then number 3 is going to be the cable, so I've got to be careful, make sure I really get that accurate cable. Number 2 is going to be the mouse, so that's going to be here, right on the mouse. And then number 1 would be the keyboard, and that will be there. Now that is it. I've produced the game. I click on done, and that game is now available. How do you share that with the students? Well, you just click on the share button, and you would set on set assignment. I normally ask for the student's name. Click on start, and you kind of got 2 options. You can copy the link and perhaps set this for homework, or if you want them to do it in a class, you could use the QR code, and the students would just simply point their phones at the screen with the cameras on, and it will activate the activity and they can play it. Okay, we're going to move on now and look at 2 other technologies. Just to remind you, if you want more free technologies on using, or free videos on using technology in teaching, then come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. There's loads of content. It's all free. And if you sign up to the newsletter, then at the moment there is a 14-part free video course that kind of highlights some of the best technologies that I've come across for teachers. The other thing is, if you're interested in how I make my videos, the technology I use, how I built up my YouTube channel, I have got another channel called Screencast Guru, and I'll put the link on the screen now just in case you want to subscribe to that channel. Right, let's carry on with the video, and we're going to look at a product called Diff. I've fallen in love with Diff because it does so many of the things that I love, and it's ideal for me because it actually works in multiple languages. But I'm going to do an example in English so you can see. This basically produces a reading comprehension text around any topic with questions, with multiple choice questions, with lists of vocabulary, with prompts, etc. And it makes it immediately available as a PDF file that you can share with students, or you can actually immediately put this into Google Forms and use it in Google Forms. Now, just like the other videos, I'm going to quickly show you an example, but also suggest a video that you can watch if you want to learn more. Watch this. I'm going to write in here solar system, okay, and I'm choosing that topic because my daughter's very interested in solar systems at the moment, and I'm going to make it fairly easy grade, so I'm going to choose 4th grade. Notice there are other ways you can use this technology. You can connect to a YouTube video, you can put up a list of vocabulary, but I'm just going to put in a topic, choose the level, choose the language, and choose the type, and I want a sort of informational text. I click on generate, and it actually produces for me all of the content. Now, just like every AI tool, you would need to check it through. I'm very impressed with the quality of the texts. We're using this, as I said, in other languages, particularly for me in Polish, and it generates text in Polish as well. You get an image at the top, and you can even choose a different one. If you scroll down, you get your text, which you can adjust, and you can even see the sources, which I think is excellent. You can edit it. If you come even further down, you've got some summary questions, you've got some vocabulary here, and notice that you can always add more words. So for example, if I click on add words and I say, well, I want you to pull some more words from the text, I want an additional 3, then you can click on generate and it will pull out more vocabulary from the text for you. The same with the multiple choice questions. You can add more. You get some short answer questions and some open-ended questions. Now, the brilliant thing is, and you've got 3 really useful buttons here, you can print that out immediately and use it with your students. You can just put that into a Word file and then print it out as a document. or you can immediately transfer this to Google Forms. Now, if you want to learn how I do that, there's a video on the screen now that you can watch that takes you through that. But I'm just going to click on this example. If I click on print, then immediately it says, well, what things do you want to include? I'm going to include everything. I click on export and it brings it straight in. Look at that, all formatted for me with all the activities. And then I can print that out and use it with my students. We're on a website called Wordwall. This generates a really nice quiz from a YouTube video, and I like the format of it. So I'm clicking on Wordwall here, and all I'm going to do is choose 10 questions, multiple choice, choose the grade, and I'll go for a fairly high grade. So I'm going to go 11. And all I need to do is to add in the link to a YouTube video. So I click here, choose YouTube, and you just need to add in a link to a YouTube video. So let me just copy the link to a YouTube video and add it in here. So I've got this video here about Paris. I'm just going to copy the link here. Now, like all of these activities, you probably want to check through it. I'm presuming it takes the transcript from the YouTube video, and that's what we can see here on the left-hand side. We also get some discussion questions and some vocabulary that could be really useful. But the main thing is you've got the comprehension questions here. Now, you want to check those through, and if you're happy with them, you can select the ones you want to keep by just clicking on the plus, or if you want to use all of them, click here. Now, to play the game with your students, all you need to do is to click on export questions. And if you click here, you've got loads and loads of options of how you can export the questions, but the best one is this one here, Wordwall. You simply click on that button, generate code, and now the students can either log in using this QR code here, so they would need to point their phones at the screen, or they can use this link here. Now, if I just copy this link and show you how the activity looks for a student, you'll see why I like it so much. I'm going to log in as a student. I'm going to just put my name. I write Russell, and then the game starts. Now notice what I can do is I can play the video, and then as it comes up to these dots, a question will appear on the screen. I click on the answer, and then the video will continue. So the students are kind of working at their own pace, and they can start and finish whenever. Great for homework, great for the class. And I just love this formatting of the way that the activity works. Now, if we just click very quickly and let's look at the first question just so you see how it works. So as the video comes through, suddenly, okay, you just choose the question, choose the answer, click on submit, and then move on to the next question. It told me I got it correct, and now the video carries on. I can stop the video by just clicking on it, and of course it will play now until the next video. Now the teacher gets feedback on the student's performance. If you click on the results, it gives you feedback, and that really is how the game works. I really love it, and I can't believe that this is free. It will give you up to 10 questions for free. Okay, really hope you liked the video, and if you do, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. There's hundreds more videos on the website. There's a really popular section on teaching and using AI. I specialize in making videos to help language teachers use technology. If you want to sign up to the newsletter, then that way you can keep up with all the latest videos, the free webinars that we run, the courses that we run, etc. And at the moment, if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a special 14-part free course that you'll be sent. You'll be sent a video about every 3 or 4 days that really just focuses on the most popular technologies on my YouTube channel that teachers have reacted to, and that really builds up into a really nice course and gives you a strong basis in using technology in language teaching. It's completely free, and literally everything that I show you is a free technology. If you'd like to have live training with me, then think about joining me on Patreon. On Patreon, for $6 a month, you get 3 free videos from me each month without any advertisements in them. But the important thing is those videos are connected to a monthly webinar that we have where we meet live. And we normally work with the technology that we focused on that month, or sometimes it's 2 technologies. And we do activities and really learn to use those technologies well, so that then you can try those out in class or online with your students. The other interesting thing about joining me on Patreon is that actually you get access to all of the backdated material. So there's over a year of videos and live training. This training is very practical with lots and lots of ideas about things that you can do in the class or online with your students teaching languages. So it's much more practical than the YouTube videos, and you get that as part of the $6 a month. Okay, I'm going to leave some more videos on the screen that I think you might find useful.